श्री गणेशाय नमः। श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्री सीतारामचंद्राय नमः। Ram Vijay, chapter 17 onwards. As Ram and Lakshman were resting on the Pampa Sarovar, from the hills of Rishimukh, 5 monkeys saw them. Sugriv was afraid and said, I think my brother Vali has sent these 2 warriors to kill me. So saying, he was to flee when Maruti said, Do not be afraid, I will ascertain who these warriors are. So saying, Maruti jumped upon the tree and having plucked off the branches of it, threw them at Ram, who cut them off with his Dhanushyaban. Maruti then threw some large stones and mountains at him, but he broke them in a minute and hurled the monkey in the sky. As Maruti was falling down, his father, the wind god, supported him and bade him worship Ram. Maruti came down and threw himself at the prince, asked for his pardon, which was readily granted by him. He became a great devotee of Ram, and one day, while he was shampooing the feet of the prince, he said to him, I shall be very glad to introduce you to Sugriv, brother of the king of this place, if you promise me that you will protect him. Just tell me who Sugriv is, replied Ram. Whereupon Maruti related the story of the life of Sugriv, which is as follows. One day, while Brahmadev was performing a penance, a drop of his tear fell on his hand, and it bore a king called Riksharaj. He was a monkey. While he was going from forest to forest, he came to a river in Kailasa, the kingdom of Shiva. He bathed in the river, but immediately after he became a beautiful female. This is because it was appointed by Parvati, the wife of Shiva, that any man who would bathe in the river would become a female. Indra and the sun were enamored by the woman. By Indra she got Vali and Sugriv by the sun. Having heard that Riksharaj became a female, Brahmadev came to the river and prayed to Parvati to restore his son to his former form. Parvati listened to his prayer and made Riksharaj a man again. The god then created a country called Kishkinda and gave it to him. Riksharaj ruled in the country for some time and having placed his eldest son Vali on the throne, proceeded to heaven. Vali and Sugriv lived together and loved each other. Vali was very powerful and invincible, as he was presented by Indra with the Vijay Mala. After some time, both the brothers became mortal enemies, and Vali carried off his beautiful wife Rama. For the fear of his brother, Sugriv made his abode on the hills called Rishimukh Parvat. They both fought together every 6 months. Ram made Maruti tell Sugriv that he would kill Vali and restore his wife to him. Maruti immediately went to Sugriv and said to him, You are in grief for your wife, and so also is Ram for his wife Sita. Ram has promised to help you in recovering your wife, and you will have to help him in recovering his wife Sita. Sugriv was glad at what Maruti had told him and set out with an army of monkeys to see Ram. On his arrival, the prince cordially received Sugriv and told him all about Sita. Sugriv said that yesterday he heard screams of a woman and showed the ornaments found by the monkeys to Ram. The prince identified the ornaments as belonging to his wife and shed tears. When Sugriv said, Do not be afraid, I shall help you with my able ministers Nal and Neel and Jambavant in recovering Sita from Ravan. Let us kill Vali first, and then we shall set out in search of Sita. Ram asked Sugriv about the cause of the enmity with his brother. Sugriv said, Dudumbi, the son of the demon Mahishasur, was very powerful and oppressed the gods in heaven and the people on earth. Nobody could fight with him. At last, the demon went to Yama and challenged him to fight with him. Yama said, I cannot fight with you. I therefore tell you to go to Vali at Kishkinda and he will fight with you to your satisfaction. The demon immediately came to Kishkinda and challenged Vali to fight with him. When the latter killed the former and hurled his body in the air, which fell on the hills called Rishimukh Parvat. All the rishis on the hill were killed by the weight of the corpse, when a rishi called Matang cursed Vali, saying that if the latter touched the hills, he would instantly die. Mayasur, the son of Dudumbi, came to avenge the death of his father, but he fled to Patal through a cave when Vali gave him blows. Vali pursued him, having posted me at the mouth of it. For many months he did not return, though I was at the cave all the time watching it. During this time, demigods entered Kishkinda and sought to take possession of it. I therefore placed a mountain at the mouth of the cave and drove all the demigods from the kingdom. Vali did not return to Kishkinda for 20 months, and from this fact all concluded that he was no more. Whereupon the people of Kishkinda proclaimed me as their king against my wishes. In the meantime, Vali returned to the cave with the head of Mayasur, and having seen the mouth of it blocked up, he was alarmed on account of me. He immediately removed the mountain and directly came to Kishkinda. As soon as he saw me on the throne, he boiled with rage and said, "You blocked up the mouth of the cave with a view to kill me and take my kingdom." So saying, he attacked me. But with the assistance of Nal, Neel, Jambavant and Maruti, I escaped and made my abode on these hills, because he would not come here for fear of the curse. Sugriv then showed the body of Dudumbi to Ram, who flung it at a distance with his toe. "Now do one thing," said Ram. "Just go and challenge Vali to fight with you." Sugriv accordingly went to Kishkinda and challenged him to fight with him. When Tara said to her husband, "I implore you not to meet Sugriv today. He comes to fight with you every 6 months, but he has now come to combat with you only 3 days after the battle you fought with him. I think Ram and Lakshman have promised to help him. I therefore pray that you will not go to fight with Sugriv today." "That will not do," replied Vali. "I must fight with him and cut off his head. If I am killed in the fight, Angad will protect you." So saying, Vali went and attacked Sugriv, when Ram killed the former with one arrow. Tara, his wife, violently cried for her husband when Ram consoled her and advised her to marry Sugriv. At first she hesitated, but soon after she married him. Sugriv then began to rule Kishkinda and forgot all about Ram and his luxury. Ram sent Lakshman to Kishkinda, and Maruti went to Sugriv and said, "It is a bad thing that you have forgotten Ram and left him alone in the forest. There stands Lakshman at the door of your palace. Take care, or he will kill us all." Sugriv was alarmed, and having thrown himself at the feet with his wives and other monkeys, implored the pardon of Ram. He then came with all his monkeys to Ram to help him in recovering his wife Sita. Ram put his ring on one of the fingers of Maruti as a mark from him. All the monkeys set out in search of Sita. On their way, they came across a forest and could not proceed further as they were bewildered there. This forest was cursed by Dandak Rishi, as his infant son was devoured by the goddess of the forest. The infant son became a demon and devoured all the persons and creatures that went into the forest. Angad, the son of Vali, killed the demon, and as soon as he was killed, he was restored to his former form. All the monkeys escaped unhurt, as they were repeating the name of Ram all the time in the forest. They left the forest, and having searched Sita at several places in vain, they at last came to a very large cave. The monkeys entered the cave, but they all fainted owing to suffocation. Maruti lifted them up with his tail and came out of the cave to a place where there was a beautiful garden. All the monkeys climbed up the trees in the garden laden with fruits, but they could not get a single fruit to eat. A mare called Suprabha came where the monkeys were standing. Maruti asked her who had created the garden, when the mare replied, "Brahmadev was pleased with Mayasur, a demon, and having created the cave for him, said, 'I have created this cave for you. I require you to be always in it and not to leave it under any circumstances. And if you come out of the cave, you will instantly die.'" While in the cave, the demon always prayed to Vishnu for the protection of the demons on earth. Indra was alarmed and implored Brahmadev to get the demon out of the cave. To get him out of the cave, the god created a very beautiful damsel called Hema and sent her in the cave. The demon looked at her and was captivated with her charms. Finding that the demon was very much taken with her, she came out of the cave and he followed her, forgetting what Brahmadev had told him. As soon as he came out of the cave, he instantly died. After the death of the demon, Hema was in possession of the cave and garden, and soon left for the kingdom of Vishnu, placing me here in this form to watch it. Hema told me that when the monkeys would come to this garden, I would be restored to my former form. Maruti said to her. We have eaten fruits to our heart's content, and we must now leave this place as soon as possible. We cannot see the way to the cave through which we came here. Will you therefore be kind enough to show it to us? Whereupon Suprabha told all the monkeys to shut their eyes, and in a second they were all on the seashore. She was restored to her former form, and visiting Ram, went to her husband. Here we complete chapter 17 and 18 of Ram Vijay. Shri Ramchandra Arpanamastu. Hari Om.